Hello, hello. Oh man, okay. So, super quick recap last time. I was supposed to wrap this up last week, I guess, but what happened was I'm dirt poor because I threw away all of my money, and clearly I'm being oppressed by the system. It's not due to, my own personal choices. And I had to replay a bit of the chapter to get back here with a key item, the Explorer Extractor, in order to actually progress down this third route. So now everything should be set up, and then this should be the last route, and this should be it, I think. So I don't know how long this session will be. Maybe it'll only be an hour. Maybe it'll be like 2 hours. But I'm excited to finally see this through to the end. This game got way more serious than I thought. Anyway, the Explorer Extractor, which was the invention thing, the inventor walrus guy created for you if you could gather a pan and strings. But yeah, I was just too poor for that. So this time I had money, didn't throw it all away, and he builds you this thing, which essentially it's like just a random magical invention that extracts bullets from bodies. So that's really convenient. Last time we were stuck and could not proceed because we thought that the fox had a bullet embedded in them, but the story would not allow us to actually try that for whatever reason. But now that we have this, we should be able to proceed and actually see that this fox is one son of a bitch, and we should shoot him up. Shoot him up. Bang, bang. All right, skip through a couple of scenes here. So basically, we're just saying like, hey, I think the bullet hit the murderer, and blah, 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 blah. I think I can find who the murderer is. I have a more reasonable way. What are you thinking? We have a perfect way to uncover someone who's been shot. A genius solution. Then, finally, I can progress the story. That took forever. Are you serious, Falcon? You're relying on the invention of some lunatic? I've never been more serious. Hello. I do read chat, but I guess YouTube just is really slow. Yeah. Unless there are other messages besides the one you just sent that I didn't see. In which case, YouTube, what the hell are you doing? Madame Boumor, Frere Remus, and members of the court, this device is called an Explorer Extractor. It's the latest medical technology. It looks like a children's toy. I assure you, this is no toy. Streamer never does. Okay, am I crazy? Are those the only 2 messages in chat, or are there other messages that I just was not shown? I'm not crazy, right? You're crazy. No, I think it's just... What? F in the chat? What? Well, apparently I don't even read the chat, so I can't even F. But thanks for coming. This should be the end. I assure you, this is no toy. It was designed to find and extract metal embedded in bodies. A battlefield bullet finder and remover, if you will. FFF. GHIJKLMNOP. I know my alphabet. I'm intrigued. You're saying that you could swing that device around and it finds a bullet in a person? Okay. Thank you for coming. Enjoy your lurking. Yes. Sort of. I don't know. We haven't had a chance to practice with it, really. Madam, these birds are playing you for a fool. There's no way that such a device exists. We've seen this device work with our very own eyes. Sparrowson shall demonstrate. Me? Although, he will need something to demonstrate it on. Are we gonna... Are we gonna shoot Sparrowson? What? We're not gonna kill Sparrowson, are we? Here we have an iron-tipped mini-ball, as presented by Fontaine moments ago. Observe. I place the bullet in my closed fist. It now represents the fired bullet that is currently embedded in the murderer's body. Allegedly. Now, Sparrowson will demonstrate what happens when my hand is scanned with the Explorer Extractor device. So I do this and... beep, 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 beep. And Atlas, is this how medicine works? It's like, yup, that's a bullet. It's humming and buzzing. Is that really detecting that bullet? Absolutely. I hope. What an intriguing device. Hey, what happens if I were to hit extract right now? Please don't. Remember what happened to that steak, right? My, what is this feeling? It feels like power. Don't let it get to your head. Alright, I'm convinced. Falcon, Sparrowson, you may perform a cursory scan of each of us with that device of yours. You must stop humoring these morons, madame. What good is it doing us? Remus, they may be morons, but this test will grant a certainty of the rooster's fate. I can afford that time. Hey, Falcon, what'll happen if the murderer is someone not present in this room? It most likely isn't. What? I'm stalling? Falcon? I'll get a move on you two. I really must express my displeasure that you are going along with this farce, Madame Dumore. Let us end this trial, right here and right now. You can get justice that you so crave. Don't worry, miss. My patience is this bird brain is wearing thin too. When this asinine scheme of his fails, he will face the consequences. Lucky Bird, scan the rooster first. He's the prime suspect after all. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep. Not getting any reaction. Means there's probably no bullet lodged in Cocorico. So, he's innocent for sure. Nope. Just means that this bird was not shot by the hypothetical bullet. Don't forget, this is all speculation on Falcon's part. Madame, I insist that you end this. It is a fool's errand. We have other matters we must attend to. Remus, you must let me worry about our time management. Piero, you go next. All right. Get it over with. Beep, beep, beep. No reaction. Means Piero wasn't shot either. No surprises there, right, guys? All right. Next, we shall test. Madam, I implore you. You're being awfully lippy, Remus. Why don't you go next? Me? That is not necessary, madame. I don't want to participate in this ridiculous child's game. Oh, this is no game. I'm issuing you an order to cooperate. I refuse. Awkward. Piero, restrain Remus. With pleasure, ma'am. What? What are you doing? Keep your filthy talons off me. I will not be manhandled by... stop it. You're making a mistake. Think a little harder. I have an alibi. I was with you the whole evening. Sparrowson, do the test. Beep, 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 beep. Falcon? Not getting any reaction. That can't be right. Do it again. It's nothing. Remus hasn't been shot as far as this device can tell. The utter nerve to manhandle a man of the cloth like that. As I said on the floor, madame, I was with you and Fontaine for the entire evening. I could not possibly be in two places at once. It's true. You were sitting in my line of sight exactly when the murder was supposed to have taken place. As was I. Right. Fontaine was sitting with us too, so that rules him out. And I know I didn't perform the murder, obviously. That means that every suspect has been accounted for. Go sit down, Lucky. Your job is done. Uh-oh. This is not going how I thought it would. You realize what this means, don't you, Falcon? Your little test has failed. Your hypothetical bullet theory turned out to be an unsubstantiated speculation. Pure guesswork. Shall we end the trial, madame? Wait. There must be someone we're not accounting for. I just know it. There's someone else who could have been the shooter. Ah. This guy's twin brother, wherever he is. Frere Remus, how was your brother? The man named Romulus. Ah, my brother. He was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government. You and I both know that isn't true. Your brother is still in France. In fact, I think he's lurking in these very catacombs right now. An absurd notion. Your theories are getting more and more outlandish, Falcon. Where's your evidence? Oh, I know. I can answer this one. I found this in the catacomb tunnel. An introductory guide to the cult of reason. Thank you, Sparrowson. Now, Frere Remus, does this pamphlet look familiar to you? No, I've never seen it in my entire life. You sure? Are you sure it doesn't belong to your brother, Romulus? No, there are many cultists in Paris. Maybe it belongs to one of them. Falcon, I'll take your word that your lackey found this pamphlet in the catacomb, but Remus is right. You have no evidence that this man known as Romulus is the one who dropped it. This pamphlet could have been dropped by anyone. It could even have been dragged in on the sole of Pierrot's shoe for all I know. Wouldn't be the first time. Actually, madame, I know for a fact that the pamphlet belonged to Romulus and I can prove it. This one? A little while ago, when visiting the Louvre, I saw a man who looked very much like Romulus handing out pamphlets. As you can see, the pamphlet from the Louvre is identical to the pamphlet in the catacombs, except for one important detail. Romulus signed the Louvre pamphlet himself. No way! My brother wouldn't do something so foolish. Do you see? Right here on the cover page, this is Romulus' signature. I admire your tenacity, Falcon, but something is blatantly wrong with your evidence. We know that the brother of Frere Remus is named Romulus, but this Louvre pamphlet is signed Silvis. Clearly an alias. Romulus is on the run from the police, so he must have changed his identity. Plausible theory, but unsubstantiated. How do we know that this pamphlet was signed by Remus's brother? Aha, I have the pen. This fountain pen. Hey, where did you get that? Is it my brother's or mine? Wow, Remus, your mouth is almost as big as Romulus's. Anyway, I believe it's yours. Sparrowson happened to find this pen in your robes just a few days ago. I mean, he stole it. Well, let's not argue over semantics. What's important, and what you just admitted, is that you and your brother both own pens just like this one. See, these pens are unique in that they contain green ink. Ah, the volumes. Very unusual choice of color. Very evil choice too. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's the same ink that was used on the signed pamphlet. Since there are only two pens, there are only two possibilities. Either Frere Remus has been signing off on atheist cultist propaganda. I would never do such a thing. Or his brother has been using his identical pen to sign cultist propaganda, the same type that was found in these very catacombs. Impossible! My brother, clumsy of an oaf, lost his pen a week ago. Oh? Then the only explanation is that you lent him your own. No, you see. Doesn't matter how you cut it, Friar. One way or another, you or your brother are tied to this cult pamphlet. Admit it. Confess. Fucking enough. You've made your point. You are asserting that the friar's pen ties him to the cultist pamphlet. I get it. This is all tenuous, wouldn't you say, madam? No question. Falcon, you're suggesting a theory that hinges upon yet another theory. It's not hard proof by any measure. He may very well be wrong, but at least he's logical. This theory is self-consistent. What are you saying, madame? Falcon, where did you say you found this leaflet? The unsigned one, that is. Oh, on the catacomb tunnel, through the fork on the left-hand side. Fontaine, Pierre, go see if you can find anyone dawdling there who shouldn't be. Yes, madame. Yes, ma'am. Okie dokie. And now we wait. In a moment, one of two things will happen. Either Pierre and Fontaine will return empty-handed, in which case they'll have no choice but to execute Cocorico. And then I would have to execute you, Falcon, and you, Sparrowson. Us? Not because of what you've seen tonight, although that's admittedly a problem, because your lies would be treasonous to our new republic. I didn't sign up for this. Oh, Pierre and Fontaine will return with a prisoner in tow, in which case, we'd be free to cut down Cocorico and skedaddle, right? Surely not, madame. You're not going to let these three walk free after everything that's happened here. Remember what this rooster did to your father. Hold your tongue, Friar. If it turns out you've been deceiving me all this time. Well, Madame Beaumont, look who we found. Ow! Ow! Stop shoving me! I can walk myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, well. We really do have a ghost in the catacombs. Introduce yourself, wolf. Very well, mademoiselle. My name... Madame. Right. Madame. Whatever. My name is Silvius. Don't you mean Romulus? That alias isn't fooling anyone, Your Honor. All right. I am Romulus, twin brother of Remus and loyal servant to the rebel cause. That is the whole truth. He's telling the truth, madame. Long live the Second Republic, right guys? I have a lot of questions for both you and Romulus. I don't appreciate being lied to. It seems you have your hands full, so we'll just be taking our leave. Not so fast, Falcon. Your theory is still unproven. If it turns out that Romulus has no bullet in him, then you would have no evidence that implicates him for the Croque-Monsieur's murder. Cocorico would still be the prime suspect. Ha! A bullet in me? Ha! What are you guys talking about? Spare me. Fontaine, hold him down. Hold me down? Ah! Ow, 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 ow! Let go! Sparrowson, do your test. I'm on it. Beep, 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 beep. It's really buzzing around his shoulders. I see blood. Definitely a bullet wound there. That's an old bullet. A war wound. I got it fighting in Algeria in 36. Obviously a desperate lie. My brother is being completely honest, madame. He's a veteran. Shot in battle. I know. I could extract the bullet right here now. That would remove all doubt. Do it. Extract that sucker, Sparrowson. Beep. Ah! Wow. Sucked it out like a pip from a grapefruit. Hey, look at that. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of them newfangled bullets, right, Fontaine? No mistake. This here is an iron-tipped mini-ball, just like the one from Croque-Monsieur's gun. You realize what this means, madame? It clearly demonstrates that Romulus confronted the Croque-Monsieur before Cocorico's arrival. This is undeniable evidence that Cocorico had nothing to do with the crocodile's death. You're right. I made a mistake. I haven't forgotten what the rooster did to my father, but this bird clearly had no part in the killing of Croque-Monsieur. Therefore, I cannot honestly call him an enemy to the Second Republic. Your friend is free to go. Fontaine, cut the rooster down. Okie dokie. Thank you, madame. For what? Giving us an opportunity to show you what justice looks like. Before, you asked what the difference between revenge and justice. I replied rationality. Well, I can see how much effort it must have taken to hold back your emotions and let rationality dictate your actions. Piero and Fontaine will help you carry your friend out of the tunnel entrance. Run it, ma'am. Will it be okay with yourself and the two wolves? These toothless old dogs, I think I'll manage. Of course. Come, brother, to your feet. So, cultists? Cultist is a strong word. Listen, mademoiselle. So, mademoiselle me, I should be asking you the questions here. Tell me, Friar, Are you a cultist too? Madam, I'm just a humble servant of God. Never realized how poisonous your words were. You've been spewing lies to me since the very start, haven't you? Madam, please tell me why you two killed Croque Monsieur. Because... Allow me, brother. You want to know the truth? What exactly the same thing as you. We want a world without class, a world without false rulers and gods, a world where only reason and man resides. A world of true equality and fairness. That is what you strive for, no? But you cannot achieve such a goal without violence. Your methods are too passive, too naive. So we set up a situation where you would be forced into action. Make the government look like murderers to the rebels, make the rebels look like murderers to the government. And you'd be forced to take up arms. Another lie. But that was the truth. You claimed you want equality, but you want a world where you stand above everyone else. A world where carnivores reign. You're a rabid animal at heart. You got me. But can you honestly say that you never wanted power for yourself? You're a carnivore too, don't deny it. No, I've never wanted power. All I've ever wanted was a world where no child has to grow up without a father. Did you know that Croque Monsieur was something of a family man? He once confided in me that he had 5 children and a late wife. I had no idea. Tell me, Romulus, do you have children? Me? No. Oh, shit! Oh my god. No mercy. Brother? Brother! That's for you, Friar. Get out of here. You aren't going to kill me? I ought to. I'm the worst kind of person. A man who'll cling to any ideology to claw his way higher. Hello, mental gentleman. Thank you for stopping by as we murder some animals. Probably the Viridian killer. You know, witch trials and everything. But I know you weren't the one to pull the trigger on Croque Monsieur. Maybe there's a slither of goodness left in you. Go! Running with his tail between his legs. Is this what justice looks like? So uncaring. And now we move into the final act. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man! You kicked so much derriere in that impromptu trial yesterday. Those rebels were all like, bam! We're executing this punk mob justice rah rah rah, but you were all like, this ain't how we do things in France, chicken pluckers. And then they were all like, Sparrowson, let's get serious for a moment. Serious? You just pulled off the craziest luring move in the history of French law. We should be celebrating. Don't have time to pull out the champagne. Didn't you see the anger on the rebels' eyes? Didn't you feel the tension in the air? Yeah. Okay. I guess you missed the beginning, so... Oh, unfortunate. No longer here. So just quick catch up is... So, to implicate Romulus, the fox guy, you need essentially a bullet detector and a bullet extractor. And that is an item that you get from this inventor dude. You might have seen him before. Now, the inventor dude, to make it for you, you need to supply him with a pot and some string. And to get the pot and the string, you have to have money to buy that stuff in the market. And to have money, you need to not be an idiot monkey and gamble it all away at the start of the day at rigged blackjack games. So I had to go back many steps to get there. And yeah, I think it was a smart move not to try that last week, because otherwise that would just take it a while, and that would have been fun. Would not have been fun. So now we are finally in, I expect to be the like true ending, good ending. I don't know. We shall see. We're just days away from the violence breaking out into the streets. Huh? Yeah, I guess another revolution might be around the corner. So the wolf didn't show up as much as he was in the catacombs the entire time, just, I don't know, hiding, stalking, watching, something like that. And so if you remember, Sparrowson, when he got caught, maybe before he got caught, he found a cult pamphlet on the ground. And that cult pamphlet, I guess, was dropped by the fox guy. And it matches another pamphlet that we found from the same fox guy earlier, and yada, yada, yada. So, anyway, we're lucky that he was just hiding in the cave. Unless you're not thinking of arming yourself to the teeth and fighting the rebel forces yourself, are you? What? No, you watch far too many action operas. I was thinking of preparing a legal case. Legal case for who? At the core, all historical revolutions center on trials. The nation's rulers are tied and held accountable for their crimes. But you saw the horrendous trial that took place last night. Nobody cares about due process when emotions are running high. Regardless of the outcome of the revolution, we need to make sure that everyone has an equal opportunity to justice. Makes sense. So, what's the plan, Falcon? We head into Qualine's tavern and hand out some business cards? Think bigger. Who will the rebels target? The king? Exactly. To the Palace Royale. Egalite. Act 4B. Falcon and Sparrowson rush to the Palace Royale to arrange a private audience with the king. After filling in a pile of forms, the two are led to a waiting area. Oh, this guy. This motherfucker shot the first cannon shot in the last route.
Are you here to see the king?
That's right.
Okay, take the number and wait to be called.
Take a number? What is this, a deli?
Yup, just wait your turn.
Who is this guy? More fools who have come to see the king. Let me guess, lawyers. That's right, how did you... Hey, I know you. You're the Prime Minister, Monsieur Guizot. Oh, wow, you're right, Sparrowson. It's an honor to meet you, Prime Minister. Spare the formalities. This voice is killing my voice. You two are here to offer the king legal aid, aren't you? Yep, we're gonna offer him assistance in the upcoming rebellion. Let me give you a word of advice. Don't bother. Excuse me? The king doesn't take kindly to any form of criticism. He buries his head so far in the sand that one could swear he is an ostrich. One would think that 7 assassination attempts would be enough for... Oh, this is actually killing my voice. 7 assassination attempts would be enough for a man to learn that he is detested. With all due respect, Prime Minister, I think the King of France is mature enough not to let his ego get in the way of his senses. So you would think. 24? Wow, that was fast. That's us. It was a pleasure meeting you, monsieur. Good luck. You'll need it.
24, calling number 24.
Good day, Your Majesty. Oh, good day, messieurs. Can I help you with something? Oh, I probably should have prepared a speech beforehand. That would have been smart, huh? Just wing it. Eh? But right, let's see. How to start. Your Majesty, what I'm about to say is of the utmost importance. Please listen closely. Okay, I'm listening. There's a storm coming. The rebels are plotting your downfall, and many believe a serious uprising is imminent. Ooh, imminent, you say? Goodness. We're sure that such a pitiful revolt will blow over in no time at all. Nonetheless, we would like to humbly offer our aid as lawyers. We may be of great use to the throne in this troublesome times. Yes, B, thanks for stopping by. Yes, bird voices. Oh, man. There's so many characters, and... God, I can barely remember half the voices. I'm doing my best. Let me know if you have any suggestions on funny voices. I think I understand. You do? I understand that you're a pair of con artists attempting to screw a self-made bourgeoisie out of his hard-earned cash. You have some nerve to even imply that my people hate me. I am the Citizen King. I am beloved by all. Beloved kings tend to experience fewer assassination attempts. Yes, my going rate is 1 YouTube subscription per audiobook. You can talk to my bird lawyer to get that contract signed. Oh, Beck, have these 2 crooks thrown in jail. Maybe they'll teach them a lesson too about respect.
Right away, Your Majesty.
You can't be serious. Bad end. Done. All right. Throw your best bird fan fiction at me. Is it Falcon X Sparrowson? That would be pretty degenerate. He was serious. Well, another fine mess you got me into. Hey, no need for that attitude, Sparrowson. We won't be in here for long. Once we receive a court hearing, the judges will no doubt dismiss our charges instantly. And how long do you think it's going to take us to get a court hearing? Tell me that, mature smarty pants. A week, maybe? I can see why this might be a problem. The revolution could be in full swing by then. What to do? No, I guess technically, if you just hid in a prison cell for a week and let the revolution kind of wash over, it wouldn't be too bad. Try escaping. Don't be ridiculous. No one's ever escaped from the conciergerie before. But no one has ever locked the genius Sparrowson and his witty lackey Falcon into the same jail cell before. That's an absurd suggestion. Got any better ideas? All right, I'm convinced. Sold. Let's break out of the prison. Fantastic. Sparrowson truly the MVP of this team. A ledge. Give me a leg up. I can grab on and shimmy my way over somewhere. Let's be honest, Sparrowson. Neither of us have very much physical prowess to shimmy anywhere. A fireplace. Been bricked up, so escaping up the chimney isn't an option. There's a bit of scrap metal here in this hole. I think it broke off an iron shackle. You could dig through the stone walls with this, see? It's all scratchy. That may work, if we had a decade or two. So that's a maybe to the stone digging scheme. Well, I guess we'll keep it in mind in case the king decides to go all Count Monte Cristo on us. Hey, look, Falcon, a loose brick. We'd wait for a guard to transverse to someplace, sneak up behind him, and then blam! Right in the kisser. And then we get a death sentence for murder. I think not. It's such a little harder. There's a little dent here. One of us could hide. Hide? What would that accomplish? Well, a guard would eventually come in and be like, where's the other prisoner? And then we use the momentary confusion to push him over and escape. It's just... Why didn't I think of that? Just push over the guards. There's no way they could possibly stop us if we just push them all over. They'll be on the ground crying so hard that they won't be able to catch up to us. Oh man. Sparrowson's brain. Is there nothing? Am I missing something here? Is there truly no way out? I'm clicking everywhere as fast as I can. Whoops. Okay. Okay. I guess there's nothing. I give up. So soon? Yep. Trying to escape from a notoriously inescapable prison wasn't the smartest plan I've ever devised. Well. Who could it be? It's our boy. Hey, just what are you two bird brains doing? Severin, you alright? Yes, I'm fine. The injuries I sustained were mostly superficial. The doctor advised me not to do anything strenuous anytime soon, but he gave me an all clear for returning to my job. So tell me, why did I get a memo informing me that J.J. Falcon and Sparrowson were being held in the conciergerie for treason? It's all Falcon's fault. Naturally. Well, I figured if a revolution is inevitable, then we should do our best to ensure that an uprising proceeds in an organized manner. Less bloodshed, the better. Okay, so what did you do? We offered the king our assistance. We said that we would defend him in court, and if and when such a need arises. Well, I didn't quite use those words. This isn't the first time the king has done something stupid and imprisoned someone for something so pointless. What a pig-headed fool. Kokoriko's such a bro. He's the Edgeworth of this game if you've ever played any of the Ace Attorney games. Yes. Previously I voiced him much louder and more annoying sounding, like an actual rooster, but also killing my voice. So now he's just loud and obnoxious. Consider your charges dropped. Alright, let's get out of here. Hold on, you've caught my interest with this idea of yours. A bloodless revolution. Edgeworth hates our guts, and Kokoriko also hates our guts, but we did just save his life from, you know, being shot by a sexy lioness in a cave dungeon while being chained up underground. You know. Yeah. It's like one of my BDSMs. You are absolutely right, in that if a king is captured, the citizens will devolve into an unruly mob of animals. We should prepare for a formal trial. No, we should preempt it. You gonna help us? Of course, this isn't a task to be handled by two birds alone. What do you mean preempt, Severin? We go on the offensive. We charge the king with crimes against the French people before the rebels can even act. We could do that? You could just accuse the king? Yes. We could certainly try. I'll start building a case against the king. My argument will focus on the king's gluttonous and irrelevant fiscal policies, his lack of commitment to socio-political promises, his overall ineptitude and irresponsibility of all facets of his duties as a monarchical ruler, and obviously, his denial of universal suffrage. Obviously. And how am I supposed to defend the king from all of this, Severin? You can't. If you try to argue with logic and facts, this hypothetical trial will inevitably result in a landslide guilty verdict. So I suggest that you take a different approach. Appeal to the king's character. Try to win the people's hearts with the tales of their beloved citizen king. He hasn't been called citizen king for like 10 years. Just a suggestion. But consider this. We don't need to win the case, we just need to make a strong enough argument that the trial is fair. All that remains is ensuring that the king can be peacefully brought to the courthouse when the protests start to turn violent. That is a job of the police and the royal guard. I'll inform Inspector Valerti of our plan so that we can prepare accordingly. At least if I could find him. Inspector Valerti's missing. Apparently, he's taken an informal leave of absence since Wednesday. Hold on, Falcon. One thing eludes me. As you probably figured, Inspector Valerti had me performing an investigation into your past. He thought you were the Viridian killer, as crazy as it sounds. And well, I'm sorry for doing that. It was quite invasive of me, but I can't help to wonder. Why did you change your name around 1830? Well, I guess because I was ashamed, I suppose. I had a family name to live up to. My grandfather was something of a successful lawyer. So when I turned to my classes in law school, people would gawp at me. They would say, "Wow, you have big shoes to fill, and your grandfather would be proud." I was a terrible law student, mediocre at best. I knew that deep down, I would never be half the man my grandfather was. Fascinating. I had no idea. Who was your grandfather, if you don't mind me asking, Falcon? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he was just an overly opinionated rebel who died in the hands of a revolution. I see. Well, let's not dilly-dally any longer. We have duties to carry out. All right. We gotta find anecdotes. We gotta defend the king, whether he likes it or not. You're gonna take my defense, and you're gonna like it. Oh boy, we gotta go everywhere. Alright, B, now you get to hear me forget every single voice that I've done this entire game. Maybe shopping later. For now, we need to find people who've spoken to the king. He's been known to pass through the hall on occasion, so if we're lucky. I think it's his grandpa who we're looking for. I think I think they said it's supposed to be some famous defense attorney, but we don't have too much detail on that. Or maybe his grandfather's like actually the king or something. He's a bastard, bastard of the king, and then the king gets assassinated, and then Falcon becomes the new king of France, and then Sparrowson becomes his jester. Hey, Zoo, remember us? Remember? You keeping well, madame? Absolutely. Never been better. So what can I sell you today? Information. We're looking for positive stories about the king. I don't suppose that you have any. Ooh, the king. No, I haven't got nothing to say about the king. The king's a smelly egg thief. Quiet, child. You know what they say about king having spies everywhere? Spies? Come down, Sparrowson. The rumor of the king having elaborate spy networks are patently untrue. Oh, then how do you explain the shutdown of how do you explain the shutdown banquets? The government's clamping down on anyone who dissents, you know? Well, let's get the conversation back on track. Joey, can you tell us why the king's a smelly egg thief? My name's not Joey. Oh, get it? Because he's a kangaroo. Is that racist? Might be a little racist. It's nothing you need to concern yourself with, messieurs. Please, go on, madame. Don't worry, we aren't spies. At least, I don't think we are. I know, I trust you guys. See, a couple of years ago, we were running a shop, an antiques and odds and ends shop. And we had an egg. It was a golden egg, super precious. Must have bought that thing for 200 francs. Easily worth 10 times that. We were planning on making a nice, tidy sum from it. I see, an investment egg. Oh, get it? Golden egg from the golden goose. So, what happened? Well, one day, we were visited by the king, no less. And old King Lufil showed interest in our egg, so we were thinking this would be our chance to make bank, right? Then, the geezer just goes and waddles off with it. Without paying you? Oh, yes, he paid us all right. What's this? One coin of the King's Guard flipped our way. It wasn't even French. I think it's British, one of those crazy imperial unit coins from crazy imperial country. Those crazy imperial British people. I have no idea what a British-French exchange rate is, but we can buy this off you, madame. Put your wallet away. It's worthless to me. Losing that egg bankrupt us, put us on the street. But now we've bounced back. Satan and Gambade, better than ever. Excellent to hear. Anyway, we must take our leave. You've been a huge help to us, madame. We're gonna kick that king's butt and get your egg back. Hold on. Wrong side with the defense. But kicking the king's butt would be fun. A new day dawns. Pondart. Ah, Monsieur Kingsley, we need your help. Oh, finally! It was about time someone around here appreciated my skills. Your fishing skills, right? The term is angling, wise guy. This is nothing to do with fishing. Let me cut the preamble. We're looking for people who have positive stories about the king. Would you happen to have any? Stories, huh? You came to the right guy. I have a whale of a story for you. So the other day, I was fishing, and I caught this monster catfish. It was about 2 meters long, really. Here we go. I caught a fish and it was this big. Sure, I drag a 90-kilogram falcon out of the water and everyone buys it. But I claim to catch one big fish and suddenly everyone's a skeptic. Please continue your story. Anyway, the king of all people happens to be walking with his entourage, and they all clapped and cheered and came over. I caught this huge fish, and then everyone clapped. And then the king says, I'm hungry. Let's cook up this fellow. And then he walked off with my fish. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can. I can believe that. Seems like something a royal penguin would do. You at least get paid for your fish? Yeah, one of the royal guards was nice enough to flip 1 franc my way. 1 franc. He may as well just flip the bird. No offense. Offense taken. So, the king supports the local fishing industry. I'm writing this down. I have no idea if this story will be any use to us, but we appreciate your time, Monsieur. Have a good day. Bye, Monsieur Fisherman. Hey, don't call me a fisherman. A new day dawns. Just the library. Okay, here we go. Nathan never lets us down with his useful information. I'm sure he's got some interesting and pleasant stories to say about the king. Oh, it's you, Messieurs. Perhaps you'll surprise me today and actually ask to take out a book. Nope, just the usual today. Endless stream of questions. You two need an encyclopedia. Okay, well, go on then. Ask whatever drivel you want to ask. From your well-educated standpoint, is King Louis Philip a good leader, as far as leaders go? Well, I can't fault the king's pro-business spirit. The big industry leaders love him. Why read when you could just make a depressed donkey read for you? Ooh, that sounds promising. Of course, this comes at the expense of everyone who isn't bourgeoisie. The wealth divide is stronger than ever. And maybe not. You can forget about socially progressive policies. The king signs off on all of Guizot's backward-thinking policies. And of course, in terms of leadership and charisma, the king is about as personable as a rotten pear. That'll do, Monsieur. A simple no would have sufficed. Have you ever met the king? He's very depresso. I think a little piece of all of us is inside of. No, wait, I got it back. I got it backwards. A little piece of him is in all of us. I have. As a matter of fact, he occasionally drops by this library to check out books. Unlike some people. What sort of books does he check out? Thick books. I believe he last checked out An Expansive History of the Macedonian Empire. I had no idea that His Majesty was interested in academic history. I'll take note. King Louis Philip was a well-read and intelligent man. It must be said that the books are usually returned with footprints on the covers. This leads me to believe that the king may just use them to stand on during speeches. Oh. We'll leave that part out. Imagine being so rich and powerful, you can stand on a new pile of books every time you talk. Damn. Just one book for every step of the way. Is there anything else? And that'll be all. Thank you for your time and patience, Monsieur. I look for your next round of idiotic questions. Get out. I really do. Please, someone talk to me. Depresso. Eeyore. Excuse me, Judge Maxime. Oh, hello, Falcon. Nice work on the catacombs business. Word has really spread about your impromptu lawyering skills. Really? I'm gaining a reputation. Hey, I helped too. Of course you did, Robbington? Sparrowson. Right, Sparrowton. Judge, I don't suppose Monsieur Cocorico's filled you in on what we've been working on since then. No, he hasn't. Well, how do I put this? Bringing down the king. This is a stick-up. We're planning a trial of sorts. We intend on forming a case against the king. Right, and we want you to adjudicate. A trial against the king? Interesting. What are the charges? Well, Not sure, to be perfectly honest. That seems something more in Severin's territory. Well, if you aren't even sure of that, I don't think you're quite prepared for this trial. Maybe you should leave this to the lawyers who have a little more experience. Ouch. But thank you anyway. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. What about the judge? Doesn't matter. Let's focus on building a solid defense case with the king, and can wing it from there. Maybe we can hold the trial without any judges at all. There's Cocorico, me, and the king in the middle. That's strange, Falcon. You're like your grandfather, and yet you're nothing like him at all. Wait, you knew my grandfather? Oh, I wouldn't say knew. He was just a teenager. He was causing havoc in the courtrooms. But of course, I'm familiar with his work. Falcon, I find your career choice peculiar. Your grandfather worked so hard to prosecute King Louis the 16th. And here you are, rigorously working to defend your own king. Just like him, you would make an excellent prosecutor. Why do you choose the rocky path of a private defender? To be honest, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I just wanted to take myself out of my grandfather's shadow. I wanted to carve my own path as a lawyer. Don't want to be a poor imitation of an old hero. Understandable, have a nice day. Just look at the time, due back in the courtroom. But before I go, let me say something. I would be happy to adjudicate your trial, Falcon. Really? Fantastic. Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, it's no trouble. Show me what the grandson of Maximilien Robespierre is capable of. Ooh, we got a name drop. Ah, just the dodo that I wanted to see. What's shit? What is shit? Shito. Let's see. Madame, quick question. Have you ever served the King of France? Good one, hon. That's hilarious. Me serve the king. Me. Oh, would you like some wine, Your Majesty? Can't wait to serve the king of Denmark. I'm gonna take that as a no. I think you might be right. Well, oh, yes. Ah, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, Falcon's grandpa. Well, I wonder if he succeeded or died in the revolution. Don't know. To the drinking room. Inspector Valerti. Hello, Inspector? Falcon! Jay! Falcon! Yes? I think I made a mistake. I'll say. Do I see 2 empty bottles of Russian vodka? So, Mr. Harry, still standing? No, listen. This is important. Inspector, maybe we should have this conversation when you're a little more sober? No. Falcon. Listen. Falcon, I thought you were Warden Kira. The what? The Viridian killer. Man who injured me in the You thought I was the Viridian killer? How did you even come to that conclusion? I saw that she changed your name around and I... You made an assumption. Wait, is this why you gave Severin a tip-off? You trying to lure that animal out of me or something? I'm sorry, Falcon's mistake. Do you forgive me? Okay. You got bigger fish to fry right now. I'll forgive you for assuming that I was a mass murderer and then for nearly killing me and Severin to prove it. Thank you, Falcon. Now, listen closely, Inspector. I have a favor to ask of you. A favor? For you, JJ, anything. Well, maybe we should wait until the inspector's a little more coherent. No, I want to help. I must pay my debt. Excellent. Sever and I are planning a case. A very big case against the King of France. We intend on trying him before the rebels can get their hands on him. Well, when the rebellion starts, we'd like to bring you... we'd like to bring you... No, I can't read. We'd like you to bring the king to the courthouse. You think you can do that for us? Inspector? Treason! You sympathizes with the rebel cause! This isn't treason, Inspector. I'm ensuring the safest outcome to the inevitable revolution. You're a tree! You're a tree! Son! You are scum! I told you, incoherent. Yeah, you're right. Well, Inspector, maybe you should contact us if you change your mind. And once you've sobered up. If he even remembers. Time to gamble my 19 francs away. Alright, you know, maybe not today. Do I? No, I just want to finish this route. I've lost my money and regretted it later enough times. I've learned my lesson. And off we go. I think 1 or 2 places left. And then the trial. R&M Associates. Oh, shit. Oh, this guy's voice. Oh. Ooh. Visitors! Monsieur Volpes, visitors! Oh, if it isn't Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparson, how may I help you two today? This shit doesn't even make sense. Alright. Well, we're doing very well, Monsieur, but we don't have much time, so let me cut to the chase. Collecting positive anecdotes about the king. Did you happen to have any? Ooh, positive anecdotes. How curious. As it happens, I've met the king twice. Once, as you know, was in my Juan Corrido persona. Right, of course. I don't think that story will be of any use for us. And what was the other incident? Ooh, I can tell you, but there's a price. Are you serious? You're such a money grabber. Box has to eat, monsieur. Fine, fine. How much do you want? 40 francs sound good? 10,000. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sparson, pay the man. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. I don't know how bourgeoisie you think we are, Falcon, but neither of us are bourgeoisie enough to front that amount of cash. Oh, no matter. I'm sure you'll think of some way to repay the debt. Between that and my medical bills, we should be ready to afford basic things like food by the year. 4,000? Ooh, let's not worry about the debt for now, messieurs. Let's tell you about the story. Several years ago, 1841, I believe, I was lingering around the Ile de Seat. I was in the pursuit of an investigative lead, so I adopted the persona and outfit of a sickly beggar. Then, when I approached by a kind-faced man, the king himself, he took 20 francs out of his pocket. The king gave money to a sick beggar. At least someone who looked like a sick beggar. That's great, we can use that. Oh, I'm not done yet. The king took his coin out and said, I know what it's like to be poor. And then he pocketed the coins and left. Oh my god, this king is a mega chad. Walks into people's stores and just takes their shit. Walks up to beggars, flaunts money in their face, and says, get fucked. God. Gave financial advice to the poor and needy. Renard's story has been added. Well, I hope this anecdote was of use to you. It might be, but I don't think we've got 10,000 francs worth of material. Well, no matter. Just keep me in mind if you see a potential client. We will. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Scammer. And here we are. Time has arrived. The fated day. The wheels of fate are turning. What's the plan for today? Hitting the Louvre, checking out the hall? Actually, I was thinking... Severin, how rude. Don't they teach you to knock? No time to bicker, JJ. It's time. Time for what? The trial, you dunce. Already? A large protest has started to form at the Place de Concorde. No doubt it'll turn to an unruly mob before long. A spirit of revolution is in the air. We must act now. Strike while the iron is hot. I am going to start necessary preparation at the courthouse, so I'll need you to get the king from the Palace Royal. You want me to drag the king to the courthouse? Not even sure that I could drag him from his chair. Use diplomacy, you dolt. I'm sure you'll think of something. Right. Well, come along, Sparson. We have a king to defend. Otherwise, there will be a city to burn. Falcon and Sparson rush across the city. Scores of angry eyes watch the every pair's movement. Cocorico was right. The spirit of revolution is in the air. Outside the Paris Royale, a crowd has started to form. The guards watch in nervous anticipation.
3,600 and...
Save it, we're number one. Ooh, you again? Shouldn't you be in jail? There's no time for that nonsense. Majesty, I need you to come with us. Oh, why? Sure, let's trick him. I hear there's a sale on fish at La Hall. Trying to tempt the king with sales. Bold tactic, Falcon, bold tactic. Oh, thank you, monsieur, but I have all the fish I could eat for this week. Nice kingfisher, generously gifted, an enormous catfish. Needless to say, I am stuffed. Suppose we'll try something else. There's a trial. Ooh, why didn't you say so? I love trials. Ooh, am I needed to give a testimony? Please say it's so. As a matter of fact, Your Majesty, yes. I think you would need to give a testimony. Ooh, goody goody. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Good thing the king's an idiot. Well, I guess Valerti is not helping at all. You spot anyone? Don't think so. It's still early. The crowds are only starting to form. With any luck, we can get this trial over before anyone realizes what's going on. Ah, there he is. You! Uh-oh. You treasonous scumbags! You actually captured the king! Captured? Clearly a joke, Your Majesty. Haha, very subtle, I like it. So it's true. You intend to hold a trial. Their actions are truly and utterly despicable. We're all on the same level as the filthy rebel dissenters. Do you intend to stop us? Oh, whoops. Do you intend to stop us, Inspector? On another day, I would. You are rotten lawbreakers through and through. I want nothing more than to see you tried and punished for your treacherous stances. But I owe you a debt, Falcon. And you, and to Monsieur Cocorico. So, you let us pass? I have ordered a dozen National Guards to set up perimeter around the entrance to Palace de Justice. The rebels will inevitably catch word that the king is here. They will try to storm the building, and when they do, we will be ready to hold them off. Amazing. Thank you, Inspector. Go on, before I change my mind. Oh, shit. The final trial. Here we go. All right. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Ooh, should I be standing here? Am I in the right place? Why, you are in the perfect place, Your Majesty. Now, is everyone here? JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Severin Cocorico present. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Ooh, this'll be good. I wonder who's on trial. Is all the jury here? Oh man, I'm starting to like blend these two voices together. I know they were definitely separate before, but I cannot recall. Everything seems to be in order. The court is now in session for the trial of King Louis Philippe. Ooh, that's me. What? Calm down, Your Majesty. We are simply prosecuting you for a short list of 32 crimes against the French people. Cocorico pulls no punches. What is this madness? Did you set me up to this? Well, yes, but no. We're your defense, Your Majesty. I am so confused. The process is simple. I'll state the charges that are being leveled at you, and present my evidence for the charges. You and your defense will have the opportunity to present their own counter evidence. I'm even more confused. Just let us do the talking, Your Majesty. We're doing this for your own good. Wouldn't want you to end up like old Louis XVI now, would we? Well, Let us proceed. Prosecution, present your first charge. King Philip, you are being charged with neglecting the lower classes of the nation. Your continued support of Guizot's outdated policy have resulted in ever-growing wage gaps. Poverty is rampant. Animals are forced to turn to begging, thievery, and burglary to survive. How do you justify this vile attitude? Goodness, you're straight for the jugular, aren't you? I'm a good person. I don't hate poor people. I feel mild contempt for them, certainly, but don't we all? Please shut up, Your Majesty. Severin, the king is far kinder to poor people than the general populace has been led to believe. Some would even describe him as a generous philanthropist. Who in their right mind would describe him as a generous philanthropist? Some would. You're gonna have to show me better than that. Show me an example. Just one example of the king being generous to a poor person. Would this account work? Hold on, I didn't actually read. Did I fuck up already? Oh dear. Wait, did I just like kill myself? What? Looters. Where on earth is that accused king? A cursed king? Piero. No sign of him, ma'am. Rumor is he's fled the building, same as Guizot. The Prime Minister and the king both fled before we even started our assault. How's that even possible? Madame Dumont, I found someone who may be of use.
Oh dear.
Royal Guard. Nice find, Fontaine. Speak, Duck. Where's the king?
Huh. You think of me as a common turncoat? I would have you know that I am the mighty Officer Beck. I would sooner die than betray my country.
Okay.
The Palace of Justice. A couple lawyers came through and took me to the Palace of Justice.
That was easy. Bro, Fontaine, gather the crowd. We are marching on the palace. What are we up to? Charge 12? Please continue, prosecutor. Very well. King Louis Philip, you stand accused of crushing small businesses in favor of supporting wealthier industry giants. Such a nepotic attitude only serves to discourage people from forming their own enterprises. I disagree. As a self-made businessman, the king has constantly shown his support to all businesses, big and small. Another ridiculous assertion from the defense. Prove me wrong, JJ. When has the king ever shown support for a grassroots business? I don't think the king is even capable of surviving this at all, unless you, like, literally forge every piece of evidence. Sorry. Angler, who recently caught an enormous catfish from the scene. Some say the fish was larger than 2 meters. Upon catching the fish, the king congratulated the man and offered him compensation for his efforts. Compensation for his efforts? You mean he bought the fish? In so many words, yes. Well, putting aside how weak an example that is of a man supporting local business, I see a much more pressing issue. There is no way a man caught a 2-meter catfish from the scene. What if he had killer bait? Like the high-end box of chocolates? Ludicrous. No one would be stupid enough to use chocolates for a fishing bait. You guys can't be serious? Outside the doors of the tribunal, Inspector Valerti watches an ever-growing crowd of protesters. The National Guard poise their bayonets, keeping the angry mob at bay. Disgusting rebel, the lot of them. Well, looks like the guards are letting someone through. Emissary of the rebels? Perhaps someone who consider themselves a leader. You're the officer in charge of this barricade? I am. Came to talk with you directly. I feel we can settle this maturely. No violence, no casualties. Wouldn't that be marvelous? We have only one demand. You stand aside and let me escort the king out of the building. Grant me that and I will order the crowd to disperse. I don't know if this is your first revolution, mademoiselle, but certainly isn't mine. If your protesters want the king, they'll have to come get past the line of National Guards. And I don't think your people have the skill, equipment, or raw numbers to accomplish such a feat. Wow, very direct and to the point. Oh, I believe we are up to our last charge, are we not? Correct. Charge 32. King Louis Philip, you are accused of being an imbecile. You're mentally unfit to run this country. Hey, you don't need to get personal. That isn't a crime, Severin. Thankfully, if it were, we'd all be doing hard time right now. Illegal, no, but it raises the question of why we are given an idiot of so much power. Let's not follow the example of Great Britain, who let a mad king, George III, rule for decades past his prime. King Louis Philip is neither mad nor stupid. He is an intelligent and competent individual. I'll have you note that I am only competent on prune days. Your Majesty, please. You've chosen an impossible battle, JJ. The king's idiocy is widely accepted. I urge you, prove me wrong. Show me one shred of evidence that the king is not a blithering idiot. He steps on books. Picture books don't count as reading, JJ. Hold up, man. Manga counts as reading, and you can't tell me otherwise. I had no idea that an expansive history of the Macedonian Empire was a picture book. The king has been known to check out many books, as a dozen thick books in a single day, covering a whole range of subjects. Facts! These are facts, Severin. The king is an educated man. Perhaps the test is in order. Please no. What was the name of the book you mentioned? An expansive history of the Macedonian Empire. Tell me, Your Majesty, where is Macedonia? Where? Yes, I'll even make it easy. Just name the continent. What continent is Macedonia in? You can do it, Your Majesty. It's a 1 in 7 shot. Can he really do it? I want to say Africa? But I've got it! London! The continent of London! Oh, mon Dieu. I think we've done it here, Your Honor. As we have demonstrated in excruciating detail, the king is incompetent, lazy, stupid, and occasionally malicious. He's unfit to run a bakery, let alone a nation. Very well, prosecutor. Does the defense have anything else to add? Yes. No. Very well. Now converse with the jury. We shall determine precisely what crimes the king is guilty of and decide on the appropriate punishment. Punishment? Lawyer man, you have to do something. I'm scared. Calm down, Your Majesty. The whole purpose of this trial was to see that your punishment was fair and fitting. You're not going to end up with your head on a spike. At least I don't think you will. That mademoiselle is returning. How naive. Negotiations are over, mademoiselle. Once again, I ask you to let me pass. Let me extract the king without issue, and then we shall be on our way. I warn you, the protesters are getting rowdy. Any moment now, they might charge in on their own accord. Your commitment to pacifism is admirable, but you are brimming with naivety, mademoiselle. Be on your way. I wanted to warn you that your methods were too passive, madame. Show yourself, Wolf. You. The friar who gave me a tip-off about Croque-Monsieur. Was my information no good, Inspector? Did I not say how and when you should reach the Croque-Monsieur? Oh, you admitted a few details. Your words almost killed a few acquaintances of mine. Well, Inspector, it seems you and I agree on something. This wolf has a forked tongue. Now, no need for your directing your hatred at me, madame. I came here to give you a gift, a peace offering. You have nothing to offer me. Oh, I most certainly do. Did you know that the tunnels of the sleeping city wind straight under the Palace of Justice? It's true. If one were to put enough gunpowder in the right spot, one could even take an entire side of the building down. What are you prattling on about? How much gunpowder do you think it would take, madame? 50 kilograms, 100? Maybe 200 kilograms, just to be safe. Friar, tell me you didn't. The fuse is lit. In 20 seconds, the Palace of Justice will fall like a temple of Dagon. Get out. Running will do you no good. Your brother killing Pute. You're bluffing? There will be no explosion. You would like that to be the case, wouldn't you, Inspector? But unfortunately for you, the Viridian Killer emerges one last time. You! Is Severin making fun of us? I must congratulate you, Falcon. You argue excellently. I am as unsure of this penguin's fate as you are, but one thing is for certain. You could have not done your job any better. Thanks, Cocorico. After a small amount of deliberation, we have come to a decision. We find the king, Lord Philip, the defendant, to be... Bang! Bang, 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 bang. What is that? An explosion. It sounded like it came from the right side. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, well, it's in a matter of speaking, how do I put this? Oh, for pity's sake, just spit it out. Rebels, it's the rebels. The big explosion from the entrance. The rebels are pouring into the building as we speak. You heard the rabbit? Everyone clear out. Oh, Your Honor, quickly, what was the verdict? Really? In a time like this? There's no better time. Exile! Now get out of here. Court is adjourned. Valiant effort, Falcon, but we are out of both time and options. The rebels want the king so badly they could take him. You can't say that. Mister's got a point, Falcon. Let's just turn the king over and let him receive his dues. We've done all we can. No, you two gave up far too easily. Sparrowson, Cocorico, we're escorting the king to R&M Associates. Renard's place, what can he do? If anyone has the power to make the king disappear, it would be the conniving fox. Yeah, that might just work. Come along, Your Majesty. Oh dear. Come on, Cocorico, no time to dawdle. I'm staying, for if there's any chance your ridiculous plan fails at succeeding, someone must delay the rebels. Cocorico? Go, I've got this. Very well, good luck. That damn wolf nearly killed a lot of us. You were the one harboring the king? It's pleased to meet you again, madame. Don't get snarky, where is he? You're too late. The king has long left the building. For all I know, he could be halfway to Guadalupe now. So he's gone. There goes my opportunity to enact justice. Enact justice? You should have seen the trial, madame. Everything was official, professional, and logical. It was the most brilliant display of justice I've ever seen. The king is in the process of receiving a fitting punishment. Cocorico, did my father receive a fitting punishment when you were the prosecutor in his trial 10 years ago? No, madame. But every day since then I've strived towards justice, and I shall continue to do so for the rest of my days. See that you do. Do hurry up, Your Majesty. This is taking forever. You aren't going any further. Who is that? Ah! It's the friar. I'm not going to let you take another step towards the king. Oh, I didn't come here for the king. I came to kill you, Falcon. Very well. Sparrowson, take the king and hurry to Grenard's. I'll handle this monster. You sure you'll be okay? I can handle one crippled wolf. Alright, come on, Your Majesty. Explosion at the courthouse. Wasn't just the rebels, was it? Of course not. That was to take out the murderous Pute who killed my brother. Madame Bimot. She was the madame who pulled the trigger. It was your words that sentenced him. And I would do it again. You and your brother are heinous individuals. Call us what you like. Doesn't matter anymore. Your blood must pay for his. An eye for an eye, as the way of judges of old. You don't appear armed. I don't need a gun or a sword to kill you. There are 100 kilograms of gunpowder beneath our very feet. One more step and this entire area will go. Oh shit. Bang bang. Alerty saving the day. Vile scum. Inspector, just in time. You look a little singed. You hear that explosion? I did. Seems the rumors are true, Mousy. The revolution is in full swing. Come on, get in here. Ooh, looks like visitors. I wonder who. Oh my, King Louis Philip. Good afternoon, Your Majesty. Are you... Mr. Volps? Oh, I am. And this is my companion, Mousy. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I must admit, I really have gentlemen of your caliber in my office. Please have a seat. Mousy, His Majesty some tea? Right away. I hear you can make people disappear. Ah, yes. A new identity. A new face. Indeed, I can make that happen. Of course. There's a price. How much? Normally, a service would cost 100 francs, but for you, Majesty, 10,000. 10,000 francs? I don't carry that much money on my person. Oh, I'm sure you can find a way. A crown on your head, an egg on your in your hand would surely be enough to pay for this exquisite service. Ah, I didn't realize the thing he was carrying in his hand this entire time was the egg, the golden egg. You are a crook, Mr. Volps. Now, let's not call each other names. We are both grown men. Now, let's see. You'll need a disguise. Here we go. Put this on. How do I look? Mousy, could you come here for a moment, please? Oh, what is it, Monsieur Volps? Ooh, who's this cockatoo? Where did King Louis Phillips go? It's that convincing? Of course, but we'll have to give you a new name and identity to match your new look. And your name is original yet ordinary, subtle yet exquisite. John Smith? Brilliant, Mousy. Your name is now John Smith, an upstanding English gentleman. John Smith. That's no good. We'll have to work on your English accent. Repeat after me. My name is John Smith. My name is John Smith. Wow, did you grow up in London, Your Majesty? Your accent is impeccable. Really? Tell him, Mousy. I didn't understand any of it, so it must have been perfect English. Disguise, name, accent, I think we're all set. You are ready, Mr. Smith. I don't think so. No, of course you're ready. Flee, monsieur, flee. Take this horse to Calais. From there, hire a boat to take you to the shores of England. You think he'll make it? With that disguise, Mousy, I think our client will be lucky to make it down the street. Oh, come, let's return the sake to Sultan. Wow. This is not justice. This is not justice at all. Have we just sentenced the king to his death? Come on now, bird brain. Time's wasting. Well. Look who decided to finally get up. Give me a break. My legs are killing me from running all over Paris. Besides, we just had a case of a century. I think we're allowed one day to relax. Let's play some Jacques Noir. Nuh-uh. Look at this stack of mail we have to reply to. Mail? Inspector Valerti has asked us to sign off some paperwork regarding the death of Frere Remus. Cocorico wants us to arrange a lunch meeting to discuss potential future collaborative projects. Madame Bumot has asked us to help establish a constitution for the Second Republic, if you can believe that. Plus, we have like a dozen requests for legal work from other citizens of Paris. I guess word has gotten out about the involvement of the King's trial, huh? Mon Dieu. Much to do, but all I want is to take a holiday. Hey, Falcon, you think we're about to see some change? Changes? The old king is gone, Prime Minister's resigned, the Second Republic is kicking off. I'm just saying, you think this could be the start of a new era of peace for Paris? Perhaps. No idea, huh? Me neither. France has a scary, unwritten future ahead of it. But enough about politics, Sparrowson. Let's go pick up some breakfast. Sounds good. Feel like pain au chocolat. Huh? Is that it? We done? Ooh. That's it. All right. Game. I don't know if I 100%ed this game or not, but that was the third ending, I believe. So I think, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the game. We'll verify right after this. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely think this seems like the good ending. And I guess I'm happy that, coincidentally, this is the one that was saved for the end. It's interesting because I feel like this ending was actually a lot, I don't know, less climactic than the other ones. It felt very, I don't know, plain, normal, expected of a story. So I think having Falcon turn into vigilante murderous Batman was like super exciting. Having us assist the uprising was also pretty interesting. This one was just like nice and clean and simple and straightforward. Let's see. Yes, that is all. So I guess that is it then. Let's see. Switcheroo. Get some music in here. Nice. Well, if anyone's still sticking around, thank you for sticking around till the end. I know some people were here earlier and dropped off. But yeah, I mean, if you have any thoughts, let me know what you thought about it. Either, I don't know, here, DM, Twitter, whatever. If you have any suggestions on things to do next, I'm all ears. I kind of scramble week by week trying to figure out what to do, honestly. Yeah. I don't know. Overall, I think that I didn't like this as much as I normally like an Ace Attorney type game. But overall, I enjoyed it. So, Subnautica. Ooh, interesting. I don't know if I have a super strong desire to play it right now, but I can definitely keep that on the list. That said, Subnautica has VR, right? And I have not figured out how to set up VR streaming, but it is totally an option that I might consider in the future. Yeah, I think I have a Quest 2, and I think there's a thing called Oculus Mirror, which allows, it's just like a super easy way to like play on the Rift and then also mirror it to your computer. Or sorry, Quest, and mirror to your computer. So it should be fairly straightforward to do that. So totally maybe possible in the future, but I will look into that. That said, for VR, there's also the Room VR, which I'm hyper excited about. Mental Gentleman, you missed out on, I think, all of the Room 2. Like, you came in at literally the end. So definitely, if you get a chance to play that game yourself, I'd recommend it. It's pretty fun. Though I liked 1 better than 2, I think. I hear 3, well, 3 is like twice as long as the other ones. And 3 is also, I hear is the best. Oh, someone who played it recently told me that they liked it the most. So I am pretty hyped for when that happens eventually. Other than that, though, not too much going on. I am still doing For the King on Friday with Kimchi VR and Lulu VT. So that'll be interesting. We wiped last time and had to restart, which was tragic. And we're doing trash. What else? Doing We Were Here 2 on Saturday at 6 p.m. PST. That'll be interesting. More puzzles. I love me some puzzles. And I'm slowly working on VTuber stuff. One day I will live 2D. One day. But today is not that day. Anyway, I think I've kept you here long enough. Thank you for stopping by. That was fun. And have a good life. And I will see you in the next one.